Hello, hello, Nick. Nick, 9 o'clock. How's that sound? 9 o'clock. I'm at 9 o'clock. Hello, hello. Test, 1, 2. Test, test. Do you have me? Hello, hello. He's waiting for it to come through. What? Yeah, it takes a minute. Check, check. Check, check, check. Check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
Check.
Can you hold me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Is that a little louder? That better?
A little bit more.
Louder?
Yeah,
louder?
that's good. That's good there.
All right. Wide open. We're wide open. We're going to put me? Well, they always want me to go down. Now I got to go up. Hello, hello.
Hey, check, check.
Check, check. Hello, hello. Hello. I'm good?
Beat Brookings. Check, check. Hello?
I'm at 10 o'clock. We're both at 10 o'clock. No, maybe at 11. Joe's at 11. 11 o'clock. We're good? I say welcome to the George Mace Ice Arena for high school hockey action. It's the Watertown Lakers tonight. Laker boys in town tonight are the Brookings Rangers. A tall task for anybody in this league. And the Watertown Lakers have to be up to the task. We will talk about the Brookings Rangers and the aura that they do present within the association. But before we do that, we have an assistant coach up here from the Watertown Lakers, Mr. Joe Foley. Foley, last weekend, Joe, the Foley Law Office was our game sponsor. Tonight we have a game sponsor, and it is Willie's Sports Bar and Grill. We go there often. I should know that, right? We go there all the time. So, Joe, you guys prepared for Brookings this week. You're no stranger to Brookings and the rivalry that presents within when they come to town. That's kind of a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a big deal for years now. I mean, they're neighbors to the south. We always like to play them hard when we can and try and get that win whenever we get the opportunity. They're obviously really deep. They've been deep for years, so we just got to take it one shift at a time, period by period.
This is a team that I think many teams throughout the state, this is how you measure up. It's always how you measure up against a Brookings team because they've done it so well for so long.
Yeah, exactly. Since as long as I can remember when I was playing, they've always been one of the top teams in the state, and every year one of the goals is always to beat Brookings. Brookings, Rapids, Sioux Falls, there's a couple teams that are always at the top, and we're striving to get to that place here soon.
So they've got 2 losses already this year, which is real uncharacteristic. They're coming into Watertown with 1-2 right now. That is really odd. How do you beat them?
We got to play our game. We got to be physical. We know who their guys are. They don't know much about us, I don't think, so we need to just skate as hard as we can every shift, get as many shots on net as possible. A lot of times these goalies from Brookings don't see a lot of rubber on net, so we got to get as many shots as we can and just all 3 periods every shift.
Yeah, you're right. You know, some of the goalies in the past years for Brookings, they don't see a lot of shots. And when you go through the season like that, sometimes you don't know how good their goalies are because they haven't seen any shots against them. They don't give up a lot of shots.
Well, exactly. Brookings has always played really sound defensively. They've always played really sound defensively, so it is hard to get shots on net, but when you do start scoring on these goalies, sometimes they just keep on going in.
One thing that I've seen over the years, just watching these Brookings teams over the years at the state tournaments and so forth, is the one thing that they kind of do, and I don't know if you guys have talked about it in practice, it seems like they want to trap you in that defensive goal, in the defensive zone. They kind of trap you in there and you can't get out of there.
Yep, and that's something we've been focusing on in these first couple weeks of practice is getting the puck out. If we have to, just dump it out, but getting the puck out as quick as possible, getting into their zone and keeping it in their zone, trying to take one from their playbook and trapping them in their own zone. We were able to do that last weekend with Huron pretty effectively, and it kind of backfired a little bit with us on Saturday night against Mitchell. But another big thing for us is we got to stay out of the box. Penalties have been hurting us, and Brookings is a team that will take full advantage of that every opportunity they get. So.
Yeah, you have some good shooters on this team, and you surely don't need to give them an advantage. They take advantage of you real fast, and it seems like once they get that one goal in, it just rolls for them.
Yeah, exactly. They have a couple guys on their team that I know are really high goal scorers in the state last year. So we know who they are. We know where we have to improve, just one shift at a time.
So how are the kids this week? Are they excited to play this Brookings team?
Yeah, one thing we've been pushing this last year in the George Mays. So every game, this is the last time we'll get Brookings in this rink. So why not make it a good one?
Yeah, you've played a few games in this rink. Are you going to miss this rink a little bit? It is what it is, right? But I mean, there is some things that are kind of has its own character because we've been in it so long.
Yeah, I'm going to miss it. It's what I know. It's always been the rink I've come to every night in the winter, and I am going to miss it, but it is nice to have a new rink coming to town. I think the whole community is really excited about it. I'm sure excited about it, but
there'll be a couple things I'll miss. Number one is the Reliabank booth up here where we stand, because you're literally right on top of the ice, the best seat in the house.
Oh, absolutely.
And the other thing is that this place gets loud, and I don't know if our new rink's going to get loud like this little place does or not.
Oh, it will.
It will.
It will. I guarantee you that.
All right, so we're gonna pack them in when we get over there.
Absolutely.
All right, Joe Foley, thank you for coming up. Tonight at hand is the Brookings Rangers.
Yep, thank you.
Good luck to you guys. Go get them.
Thank you.
All right, that's Joe Foley. He's the assistant coach this year and has been around the hockey program a long time, along with the family, of course, of the Foleys. And we always appreciate him coming up and seeing us. It's Willie's Sports Bar and Grill night. Joining me on my left-hand side doing the color commentary tonight is Lucas Deutsch. Mr. Lucas Deutsch, thank you for coming up.
You
get here early and are running around a little bit?
Head cut off.
Head cut off all the time. Lucas, as you may or may not know, takes care of all the coaches and takes care of all the kids in this program. Keeps track of about how many kids?
180.
180 kids he keeps track of, who's doing what and who's developing how and what's going on within the association, and talks to the coaches and tries to keep everybody on the same page, and that is a huge task. Willie's Sports Bar and Grill night tonight. We do have tonight some other games going on in the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. Of course, Brookings is here in Watertown tonight. We're glad that they're in town. We always get excited when they're in town. Sioux Falls 1 is at Yankton. Aberdeen is at Huron. We'll try to do the best we can to keep you up to date on those all night long. And before we went on the air tonight, the Brookings Rangers won over the Watertown JVs in a 7-1 match there. Other games this weekend. The weekend is full of games. Watertown goes to Yankton tomorrow. Sioux Falls 2 is at Mitchell. Sioux Falls 1 is at Aberdeen. Owyhee and Brookings, if you remember, that one is Owyhee beat Brookings, one of the two teams that have beat Brookings this year so far, and Owyhee will go to Brookings tomorrow night, so if you're going to watch a game, that one's probably a good one to keep track of. Sioux Center at Rushmore. And then we get into Sunday, Sioux Center at Rushmore, Sioux Falls 2 at Aberdeen, Yankton at Mitchell, and that rounds out the entire weekend of South Dakota Amateur Boys Hockey. Lots of sponsors making this happen every night. We'd like to thank all those folks for the Reliabank booth. This booth is the best seat in the house where we broadcast from. It's right on about the 45-yard line here, and it's like I said, it's the best seat in the house, best place to see a game. Watertown Area United Way does this pregame show. Thank you to the United Way for doing so much for hockey for so many years. Lucas Deutsch of Deutsch Excavating does the coaches' comments. We just had Joe Foley up here for the coaches' comments. Thank you to Deutsch Excavating. Starting lineup, First Choice Auto Wash, Dutch Boy Car Wash. The officials tonight. Did you get the officials by any chance, Lucas?
I did not get them yet, but when
You'll know them when they come out.
You'll know them when
they come out. We'll talk to those. We'll introduce you to those officials. 4 officials tonight. Puck drop faceoff is by Riddle's Jewelry. Timeout and scoreboard. First Premier Bank card. Power play and penalty kills. Pelican Power Sports. Hockey happenings. Sharp Automotive. Chuck a Puck is Health Source Chiropractic. Subway does a player of the game. Big brothers, big sisters, so important to our program. All the little brothers, little sisters. Elite Drain Sewer, First Bank and Trust. And tonight, once again, Willie's Sports Bar and Grill. We were just there, a week ago, weren't we, Lucas, getting ready for our broadcast?
Yeah, they were. I had a good burger that day and fries.
Yeah. I'm kind of fond of the Chislik there. I have a lot.
Pretty good.
It's kind of a standing order, Chislik and a Pepsi, and that's kind of about all I venture out. But all the food's good there. We're all set. 3 minutes and 16 seconds is what I was on the clock. The officials have come out, and we will be underway with our broadcast. Watertown Lakers boys against Brookings Rangers tonight. We have 4 officials. Can you recognize them yet, Lucas?
Not yet. Give me a minute here.
All right, we'll get the officials for you. Brookings Rangers come into this game 1-2, which is really odd. 1 win, 2 losses. Last week they lost to Oahe. Then they went and lost to Sioux Falls 1 and came back on Sunday and beat Sioux Center 8-0. So we don't know what the Brookings Rangers will be up to tonight. I do have a feeling they are going to start a goalie by the name of Addison Ronning. Addison Ronning he's played 51 minutes this year. He is a junior, and he would be considered, I believe, their backup goalie if there is such a thing. Goalies tend to be interchangeable, and they've sure have used him a little bit this year for 51 minutes. So Brookings Rangers, Lucas, let's talk just a little bit about the Brookings Rangers. A team that you measure yourself against, correct?
Absolutely. Everybody measures against Brookings. They got a good program down there, good head coach, a good coaching program as well.
And you've coached against them many, many times.
Many times.
And it's a team that, especially when they come to town, a little bit of rivalry going on. And this is the team coming into the season. This is one you want to win at home here.
Absolutely want to win this at home. This is a big game for Watertown. They're doing well so far this year, but this is a good measuring point, and you can come out flying here.
Watertown Lakers come in at 1-1 this year. Is that right?
Yeah, yes.
1-1. It looks like we're going to stop here for the national anthem. We will go down to the PA announcers first. Stay with the public address announcer for the starting lineups.
Now, for your starting lineup. Starting lineup tonight is brought to you by First Choice Auto Wash and Best Boy Car Wash. For your Brookings Rangers, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome number 6, Luke Papa. Also on defense, let's hear for number 28, Chase Clutch. Also as the wing, let's hear for number 19, Jacob Kale. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome number 21, Brett Hershaw. And your captain, your center, let's hear for number 11, Zach Struck. In the net, let's hear for number 1, Addison Ronnie. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Laker time! Introducing for your Watertown Lakers, let's hear for number 17, Austin McBride! Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome number 20.
ready to go as we have 17 minutes on the clock. Starting lineups have been said. The puck is about ready to drop. We have 4 officials tonight.
Yeah, we have Jared Alberg and Justin Vallis with the stripes, and we have RJ Octoberg and Caleb Bollington lining this game.
That's a crew that we've seen here many, many years. And we are about ready to get started on this Willie's Sports Bar night here at the George Mace Ice Arena. A lot of scoring potential here on this Brookings Ranger team. Some guys to watch. Owen Snyder, Zach Struck, Breck Hershoff. For the Watertown Lakers, Jake Bramer, 3 goals, 2 assists. And Struck will face off, and controlled by the Brookings Rangers off defense to defense up to Struck. Struck in the middle trying to get across the blue line, can't quite do it. Millen Evans is going to try to flip it out of the zone and can't. Brookings does a nice job of locking you down in their defensive zone. We'll see how the Lakers handle that tonight. And they take the zone at this point, the Brookings Rangers do, and a shot goes wide. Kept in nicely there by Brookings Ranger. That's Karsh. Karsh wears number 28. Offensive zone here for the Brookings Rangers, deep down in the corner behind the net. In the netminder tonight is Smoltz. Caleb Smoltz for the Watertown Lakers takes a shot and it goes off his glove. Held in over here again by Kulch. Watertown Lakers trying to chip it out, and they do get it out of the zone. Here's Karch. Takes a check right in front of the Reliabank booth, and here comes that line of Schneider. Schneider and Merritt for the Brookings Rangers. Defensive zone here for the Brookings Rangers. Going to try to break it out, center ice. Pass comes right up the middle. That's Merritt. Merritt's going to take it in, going to try to get a backhand pass. Can't quite get through. Now into the near corner. Offensive zone here for the Brookings Rangers. McBride tripping around the back of his goalie. Up in front of the bench. This is Brink right in front of us, center ice. Caught there by Foley. Foley is center ice, can't get it at the red line, taken away here by the Rangers. This is Merritt going to put one on right into the glove of Caleb Schmaltz. So Caleb Schmaltz has seen a little bit of rubber already today.
Nothing wrong with that. Get a few in early.
Yep, get a little sweat going.
Yep.
So one thing, I don't think he's going to get cold tonight.
No, definitely not. He's going to be right on top of it the whole time.
They're going to face off to the right-hand side of Schmaltz. This is won by the Brookings Rangers. Shot goes in, deflected off of a Watertown Laker. Puck in back of the net right now for the offensive Brookings Rangers. Near corner. Puck slides out. Going to be backhanded back into the zone by the Brookings Rangers. Deep in the zone. Offensive zone here for Brookings Rangers. Near corner. 3 Rangers, couple Lakers over in the far corner. Fighting over there is Trey Allard. Looking out front now. Pass comes out to the blue line. Going to chip it in. And here's a glancing blow from the blue line. It looked like it was chipped right in front of the net, and Smoltz saw it all the way and got it in his glove, and we're going to get a line change. I think that was chipped by Cole Culber. He's a senior forward. He had a little piece of it. He's got 2 goals already this year. They're going to face off the right-hand side of Schmaltz. One in the far corner over there by the Brookings Rangers. This is Schneider. Held in. There's Karch right in front of the Lakers bench. Going to dump it down deep into the near corner. Controlled by Brookings. Back out to Karch on the defense. Going to take a shot. Going to try to get a deflection. Can't get a deflection in front. There's another save by Schmaltz. Doing a nice job over on his right side. Puck out to the blue line. Going to take it over the far corner right in front of the student section tonight. Pretty good student section. Everybody's standing up at the glass. This one's dumped right back in front of the student section again. Brookings Rangers playing offense here. Now this puck scoots out just to the red line. Going to race to it. And the Lakers are going to tap it all the way back down. And that's going to be a dump and chase situation there. The Lakers going to run down. Puck's coming all the way out, and this is Schneider. Schneider's going to take in front of the Lakers bench. Big hit and all the way down into the offensive corner there. Schneider goes down off his skates. Here's a defense over to defensive fan on that one. That was number 24, Ren Jacobs. Trying to chip it in as fast as he can down there. Lakers control behind their own goal. He's going to get it out to Bramer. Bramer's got it on the stick and look for a centering pass. He's got one. This is up to Workus. Work us down to Millen. Evans chased into the near corner. Brookings Rangers wrap it around their defensive zone. Now it comes all the way out to the red line. This is Hershoff. Hershoff's a pretty good shooter. He's going to try to put it in front. Struck gets it behind the net. Struck taken away over there by the Watertown Lakers, and now checked off the puck right in front. That's by McBride. Far corner battle. Foley's over there, and this one's chipped out of the zone. Something that you're going to see the Lakers do is try to chip it out of that zone.
Yeah, that was a smart play by McBride there, getting trapped in the zone a little bit, trying to get that puck out, get a fresh line out here.
So one thing that Brookings will do, they'll try to trap you down in that zone, and it's like a half-court basketball trap is what it is.
Yeah, they put a good pressure on guys down in the corner down there. If you can't get it out quick, you're getting trouble.
Chip and chase is the key, I think,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Faced off in the far corner, controlled by Brookings in the offensive zone behind the net. That's behind Caleb Schmaltz. Brink is backpedaling here as the Watertown Lakers come up through the zone. Coming up through the zone is Wyatt Knopf. Takes it all the way down and gets it deep in the corner. Now it does come out in neutral zone, try to get it back. And they can't get it. Here comes Brookings. Brookings is taken off the stick in the offensive zone, and Brink takes it all the way down in the corner and is going to go get a shift change for the Brookings Rangers. Far corner. Sandwich over there by two Lakers, and this is a pass that goes wide and can't quite get it. I think that was over to Schneider, and he can't get it on his stick. Schneider takes it over to his defensive man. There's a pass inside, and can't handle that one for the Brookings Rangers. Puck loose in front. Schmaltz is on top of that one, no shot. Brookings Rangers showing some patience. Here's Homkamp.
Got a delayed penalty here on Watertown.
Luke Homkamp, he's number 6, just a sophomore. This is a state championship team here, the Brookings Rangers, and we have a penalty with 12:03.
Riefenberger, 2 minutes for elbow.
So Riefenberger is going to sit for 2 minutes. So it's going to be a Pelican Power Sports power play here for the Brookings Rangers. You don't want to give them too many of those. Honkamp holds it in off the faceoff. Honkamp back out to Honkamp again. He's looking down, setting up their power play here. Brookings Rangers passing it along the blue line. Herchoff back down to circles, takes a shot. That bounces off to the side, far corner. Back behind the net. It looks like Honkamp, he's going to look up the ice, and now he comes out to Herchoff, right in front of the Lakers bench. Going to skate it down into the circles, pack it up to high, and the circles are going to take a shot. That's Honkamp. That one's deflected out. A near miss over in the side corner, and now he's going to walk up between the circles, and here's Honkamp going to take another shot, and Caleb's got that one. Caleb Schmaltz with his glove tonight. He had a few in there. That was a nice catch.
That was a great save by Caleb there. Brookings doing the puck well, but Watertown defensively there was pretty good on that penalty kill, keeping them to the outside perimeter, not giving them anything in the middle.
Yeah, they did not have a lot of clear shots there. We're going to face off to the left-hand side of Caleb Schmaltz. Schneider face off, won by Brookings in the offensive zone, battle behind the net. Two Lakers there pinning against the screen. Now another Brookings Ranger comes. It looks like Warkus is getting picked on by 3 Brookings Rangers there, and here comes can't get his name tonight. How come I can't get his name? Oh, it's Jake Bramer. He's the leading scorer. He's got 3. I know how many goals and assists he's got. 3 goals. Jake Bramer, he slipped my mind tonight. And here comes Honkamp all the way across neutral zone as Brookings Rangers take the zone. Get back to the blue line. And I'm going to try to set up this Pelican Power Sports power play. 36 seconds left in this power play for the Brookings Rangers. Now finally starting to get set up in the near corner. Puck dribbles out. Honkamp's going to pinch down, and the puck does come out of the net. Nice job by the Watertown Lakers. Honkamp going to skate it into the neutral zone. Now he takes the zone, takes the blue line, gets picked off the stick there, and now it goes back to the Rangers, and the shot goes up and over the top. Nice job by Caleb Schmaltz. That was head height.
Head height off the knob of his stick, right up and out. Good save.
16 seconds left. We are going to face off to the left-hand side of Caleb Schmaltz. He's going to have to do it again here for 16 seconds to ward off this Pelican Power Sports power play. Jack Merritt's going to face off against Foley, taken by Brookings Rangers. Puck down, back up to the blue line. A little pitch and catch here. Brink out to the blue line, down between the circles, back up to the top, over to Brink. Brink's going to look in. He's going to shoot one wide of the net. Full strength. Full strength. Caleb knocks one more down, held in nicely there by the Brookings Rangers. That was Jacob Ren Jacobson. Now this goes down to the other end behind Ronning. Addison Ronning was the goalie tonight for the Brookings Rangers. He's, well, I guess what you would consider the backup goalie, but not really. He's played 51 minutes. Brookings Rangers, there's a puck that comes out in front of Ronning. And here comes the Brookings Rangers all the way down into the offensive zone. It's going to be 1-on-2, taken off the puck nicely there by the Lakers. Good job, and that puck is now picked up by Wyatt Knopf. Trying to break out of the zone here. And there's a shot, a slow shot, not much on that one. Caleb Schmaltz on his belly, finding the puck. The puck is still loose, no whistle. We got a whistle now because he kicked the net off, I believe.
That away, Caleb. Good smart play there by a goaltender. If you're in trouble, give that net a good kick.
Caleb Schmaltz was down a long time. He couldn't find the puck, couldn't find the post, couldn't find anything. Finally found the net. Good job, Caleb. Somewhat of a shot, kind of a little dribbler that went down in front of him.
Yeah, he did everything he needed to do there in front to keep that puck out of the net.
Well, that's dangerous when that puck is just kind of hanging out there. Face-off one here by the Brookings Rangers. A shot goes wide. McBride in the far corner. Now we're going to try to get it out of the zone. The Watertown Lakers. And get it out of the zone. Chipped back up by the Brookings Rangers. Neutral zone play. This puck is taken all the way back down, controlled by the defensive men for the Watertown Lakers. Now they get it up to neutral zone. This is Karch. Karch chips it in. Lakers find it there. Stick goes flying. That's a Brookings Rangers stick. And here come the Watertown Lakers up through the neutral zone. Breck Herchoff coming off the bench. He's a captain. He's going to bring it up across the red line, skips around, and he's going to take a shot. Shot just goes right off the blocker. Nice job, Caleb.
Crossbar. That was almost through.
Got that blocker up just in time. Puck comes out to neutral zone. Looks like Allard and Herchoff. Herchoff taps it in. McBride and Herchoff in the far corner with a couple hits there. Herchoff trying to find it at his ankles. Gets it back out to a defensive man. Looks like Honkamp's going to throw it in. Can't quite get to the goalie, and here come the Watertown Lakers. This is Esplin. Esplin taking in 2-on-1 there. Nice job. Going to get a nice shot there. Blocked by Ronnie. Nice job by Esplin. Good hustle. He's all by himself down there. Offensive zone, Watertown Lakers. Trying to hold the zone here are the Lakers. Now it does come back out. Workus meets it at the red line. Brookings Ranger goes down. That was trying to break out of the Watertown Lakers. Can't quite do it. Tripped up on the far side. Brookings Rangers got it at the blue line. That one looked like it came out. Yep, it came out. And we're going to have an offsides call.
Watertown looks like they got a little bit of momentum going here. They got a little pep in their step trying to get something going here, and it seems to be working.
Yeah, they do. And they've had some possession of the puck, which is real good, doing a nice job chipping that puck out. Face-off in the neutral zone. Controlled by Brookings. Tap it down in the offensive zone. Chasing over there is Gunnar Van Gilder behind his own goalie. Takes a check, goes down right in the near corner. Brookings Rangers a pass right up the center. Can't quite get it. Honkamp can't quite keep it in. Sorry, that was Brink. Now the Brookings Rangers are going to regroup here. Going to put it up through the neutral zone. It's into the zone. Merritt 1-on-2. That's Workus doing a nice job against him. And this puck goes all the way back out of the neutral zone. Brink's going to take it over his defensive men, getting through the neutral zone. Tapping it down deep in the zone, in the offensive zone of the Brookings Rangers. And puck is out of play. We are on KSDR AM 1450 on your radio dial. GoWatertown.net KSDR YouTube station for the live stream. You can see it anywhere in the world. Right-hand side of Caleb Schmaltz. Face-off controlled there by the Brookings Rangers. Now McBride's over there in the far corner, right in front of the student section. Herchoff going to try to keep it in deep. And Jacob Riefenberger gets it back out of the zone. Jacob Riefenberger's going to carry it across the red line. Red line play here, picked up by the Brookings Rangers. They're going to take a shot off of a pad of the Watertown Lakers. Far corner. And this is Herchoff. Herchoff going to protect the puck, and here's a shot right at the pad of Schmaltz. That's a nice shot. That was by Struck. Defensive play, defense for the Brookings Rangers here. And Lakers trying to chip it out, can't quite do it. Held in the line, that's Honkamp. Skips one side and a play right up front. I don't know how that went in. The net was wide open.
Wide open, hit the pipe and went straight back out.
I don't know. Caleb Schmaltz was all the way to his right-hand side, and there's a pass that came in, and the player right in front, I don't know who it was for the Brookings Rangers, but it was wide open. Couldn't get enough stick on that one.
No, not quite enough. Not the right angle.
Jay Harris is going to face off for the Brookings Rangers, and that face-off is controlled by the Brookings Ranger, but now it does come out of the zone, and Brookings Rangers have to check up. Allard trying to get it out, picked off right at the blue line and back into the offensive zone, and that one might have hit the ceiling, but it came back into play. Probably didn't hit the ceiling. Here's a play right in front. Nice check right there by the Watertown Lakers. And this one does come out into the neutral zone. Playing this puck up is Ryan Roby. Ryan Roby was gone last weekend. Good to have him back on the ice. He's one of our seniors, one of our 8 seniors. But he was gone last week, and good to have him back. Offensive zone for the Brookings Rangers, down deep in the far corner. That's Scott, has it on his stick. He's going to chip it out to the neutral zone. Watertown Lakers are going to hurry up and get a shift here as the Brookings Rangers defense set up to get it up through the neutral zone, out across the blue line, right in front of the Lakers bench here. This is Brink holding it in for the Brookings Rangers. Schneider's over a far corner against the student section. And Watertown Lakers going to get a pass up the center. This is Workus. Workus going to try to skate it up. Can't quite keep it on his stick. Ren Jacobson meets him at the red line. Puck chipped all the way back down in the back of Schmaltz. Gunnar Van Gilder's going to pick it up. He wears number 4 for the Watertown Lakers. Pass up to Workus. Blue line. Tries to take the zone with a backhand. Can't quite do it. Now this one's thrown in deep into the offensive zone. Brayson Bowling. Lakers are going to try to get it out. They're going to do it with their feet. This is Honkamp. Honkamp isn't very big.
No, he's little and quick. He's a dangerous defenseman back there.
Yeah, had a really nice state tournament. I remember him from the state tournament last year. Played a great game as a 9th grader.
Yes.
Tries to chip it out. Held nicely there by Evans at the blue line. Going to chip it in deep. Lakers got the puck deep here for a while and holding the zone. They go get a change right now. Millen Evans is right down in front of us, and he's going to go get a change. And this is Foley making a pass, gets picked off by Struck, and Struck's got it far corner behind Smoltz. Near corner play, Brookings Rangers. Struck hustles to the corner. Foley's over there with him for the Lakers. Back behind the net. Brookings Rangers back out to the blue line. This is Honkamp looking over the circles. Herchoff back behind the net. Looking for a centering play. There's the puck right in front. And that was scored by Connor Strand, I believe.
I believe you're right. Nice little play down front there behind the net, actually, from Brookings. They snuck one through. Caleb, I'm not sure he saw it come back out front, but the Brookings player was wide open. I'm sure the Lakers coaching staff will be having a discussion on that one with the players that were on the ice.
And that assist was maybe Herchoff. I can't remember.
I believe you're right, Jim. I believe you're right.
How did I see that? I usually don't see those. And we're going to face off. The Brookings Rangers strike first. We're going to face off center ice, controlled by McBride in defensive zone, chipped all the way back out. And we're going to go back down to the far end. Trey Allard keeping it down deep. That's off the referee. Thanks for that help. Keeping it in deep. Trey Allard, far corner. Meets some resistance by the Brookings Rangers as the Lakers chip it in deep. Now it comes back out. Honkamp looking for center ice. Can't get it over there. Allard gets it by his hand. He's going to go in 1-on-2. He's going to get a pretty nice shot up over the top of Ronning. Pretty nice shot by Allard as the Brookings Rangers come back the other way, take the offensive zone. There's a shot off of a player. Well, a Lakers player as we slide into the net. Nice defensive play there. I want to say that was McBride.
McBride and Riefenberger, I believe.
And Riefenberger making a nice defensive play there. 2:30 left in this one, a pretty fast first period. We've had one penalty by the Watertown Lakers that they were able to ward off. 1-0 Brookings Rangers as they take the face-off. And Caleb Schmaltz off the face-off takes it in the 5-hole and stops that one and kicks it back out. We're going to face off right in front of the student section. Looks like Struck and Workus. Controlled by the Brookings Rangers. Taken down deep. Hirschoff with his legs in the near corner looking for a centering pass. Doesn't quite get through there. Brookings Rangers battling just inside to keep it inside the zone. Workus and Scott. Scott gets his stick on it for the Watertown Lakers. Nice check there in the back far corner, centering pass. Can't quite get there. Taken out of the zone by the Watertown Lakers. Just comes up to Evans. Evans going to bring it in the near corner right in front of the Brookings bench. Dishes it back out to a Laker. The shot goes up and over. Bramer lost his name again. Jake Bramer. Has the puck an awful lot. That's a bad name to miss. Minute 44 left. Scott gets it behind his goalie. Going to try to take it around. Taken away by the Brookings Rangers out to the blue line. Honkamp right in front of the Lakers bench. Holds it in deep. Takes a check there by Evans. Brookings Ranger behind Watertown Laker goalie. Scott pins him over in the far corner. Coming out of it is the Brookings Rangers. Back out to the blue line. They're going to get it down to the red dot. Takes a shot way wide of the goal. Honkamp right in front of Lakers bench. Down in the near corner. Can't hold it in there. Evans trying to get it out on the red line here. Honkamp takes it away from him. Looks all the way across the ice. Nice pass up there to get it into the zone for the Brookings Rangers. Bryson Bowling gets his stick on it in the far corner. 1 minute left in this period. This is Riefenberger carrying it in by himself. Makes a centering pass. That's Foley. Foley looks for a nice pass right in front. Watertown Lakers weren't ready for that one. That was a pretty nice pass. Good opportunity. With 40 seconds left in this first period, Watertown Lakers trying to hold the zone. Comes out now for the Brookings Rangers neutral zone. Looking for a pass over to Schneider. He's going to go on the back door. Can't quite do it. Takes a shot right in front of Schmaltz. Caleb Schmaltz gave up 1 goal, but he's doing a nice job already. 15 shots on goal. 1 shot on goal for the Watertown Lakers. I actually think it was 2 or 3. But who's counting?
Who's counting? No, he's doing a great job tonight back there on defense, or on goaltender for the Lakers. Good to see. Confident.
Face off to the right-hand side of Caleb Schmaltz. Puck handled there by Foley behind the net. Battle there. Brookings going to try to get it out of there. A little check by McBride. Holding the puck. 14 seconds left. Let's get out of this period right here. Stay in the near corner. Brink's going to get it at the line. That one goes way wide. Caleb gloves it and hands it off to McBride. McBride's going to try to chip it out of the zone. Can't quite get hand save. Kept it in. There you go. Keep it out of the zone. McBride going to do it with his legs. And we're out of this first period. 1-0. Brookings Rangers. So the Brookings Rangers here on Willie's Sports Bar night have scored 1 goal, and it came at 3:12 from Connor Strand from Hirschoff. So the Watertown Lakers fending off one, or being on a power kill, they fend off 1 power play by the Brookings Rangers and have come out of this pretty well. Lucas, what do you think of that first period? You have to kind of, as a team like Brookings Rangers, state champions, you have to kind of like this 1-0. Caleb playing pretty well, pretty confident.
Yeah, he's doing well back there. And, I think the key for the Lakers they had a lot of block shots in that first period and a half there, the first half of the period. And I thought that was kind of the success to keep things away from Caleb, and actually got something going for them the other way. Started to create some offense by keeping the puck not so deep in their zone.
And I would say that's probably a bit of the Lakers' strategy on that. Let's not let a lot of shots get to Caleb.
Yes.
That's the key. Although 15 shots went to him, but it could have been worse.
It could have been worse, and he played so well back there. That was probably best we've seen him play in the last 2 games.
Yeah,
so.
and you have to like that going into after this first period now. Go into the locker room with a little confidence and get ready for the second one.
Definitely.
Well, we have our favorite guest. It's our favorite guest tonight. It is Mayor Reed Holine.
Hey, Jim.
Thank you for coming up, sir.
Oh, it's always a pleasure.
It is a pleasure. You're here at the hockey rink anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
You might as well just come up here.
Yeah, I mean, I'd help you announce if I knew anything about the sport.
Well, hey, we do it. We're living proof you don't have to know.
I suppose you just got to start doing something, and then it comes to you.
Well, and years ago we used to do this when we were on the radio, and you can't see what's on the radio.
Yeah.
But now this live stream, this keeps us honest.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're live streaming all over the world, of course.
Yep.
And KSDR AM 1480. So radio and live stream.
I love the live stream. I mean, there's been many occasions where and you know how it is when you have some of your kids in 2 different teams. You're going to different locations on a weekend, and there's been lots of times where Tanya has had to take some of the girls, and I've taken Gabriel, or vice versa, and it allows us to watch the other kids' games.
Yeah. I have to admit right in front of everybody that I've had my cell phone on the dash before. Just once I did it. Oh, I did it one time.
Okay.
All right.
I'll bet you're not the only one.
Not recommended.
Yeah.
Not recommended. Mayor of Watertown. Mayor, a lot going on in town, isn't there?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's Watertown is booming, great attitude, lots of people doing lots of things.
Well, we could talk all night about the ice rink, but let's give us a quick synopsis, and then we'll talk a little bit about the city.
Yeah, well, okay, so about the ice arena, it's still proceeding and it's going well. The footings have been poured for the actual, I don't know what you'd call it, for the actual stadium itself. The footings have been poured. We already had ordered the steel, the roofing, and some of the siding. We had done that a long time ago when the prices were good, so we actually saved a lot of money by looking ahead.
Yep.
And with the footings being poured, they're ready to put up the walls and start the work on it. So you can, if you're driving out by in that area, you can already see some work being done. You see the big trucks, and some exciting news is we've gotten some good donations from people who want to see it built up to the highest level. Let's say you could call it build it right, but this is actually building it on. So we got
opposed to bare bones.
Yeah. And so we actually got a donation to pour the footings for the junior team locker room and for the expanded varsity team locker room. So we're actually even going up and above the already great design that we had.
Yeah, that's exciting. We've never had footings for a new hockey rink, have we?
No. Yeah, and so it's like celebrate the win. I mean, I always get impatient. I always want it to go faster and faster, but it's like take every win that you can get. And this is a win. It's proceeding. I actually did talk to the construction firm yesterday and the architect, and everything is still on pace. I was a little worried that they hadn't been moving as fast as I wanted to, but apparently in the construction world, they're still on time. So,
yeah, an awful lot happens before the walls go up.
Exactly, and that's what I don't know, but I got to respect what they're doing.
Yeah.
They say everything's still going well.
So it's ice, of course.
Yep.
It's hockey. It's figure skating. It's open skate. It's tournaments. It's things like that. But what else is it to the city of Watertown? What else does the hockey rink mean to it?
You know what I really think it means is it means that we are a city, that we identify as a city that is finally going to start just getting things done. And it's like, bam, we've known that we've needed a nice arena. It has been a need. It has been a listed need and a want in this city for going on well over 20 years. Yep. And it has always just been kind of like lingering there in the back, and no one ever actually got it done. And I love this attitude. I'm just kind of like the harbinger of this.
Yep.
There's a lot of attitude in this community now. Just people want to get things done, and they're saying it's like, this is the Watertown we want to live in. We're going to make it happen.
Yep.
And I really think it's become symbolic of the improved attitude in the entire community.
Sure.
Of this is where we want to go. This is the community we want to create, and we're going to get it done.
What's the vision for that area where the hockey rink's going? What's the long-range vision of that area? The rink is the anchor, right?
Yes. And so it's actually good to know that the area there is called the Lakes of Willow Creek, because if anyone had spent any time back there, there's a couple old quarry pits over there. So there's actually a couple, they're like really mini lakes.
Yep.
They're not big, but there are some lakes there. And so the idea is to make the lakes part of, let's say, an attractive feature to bring people, like walking trails, kayak rental, bike rentals, to have people go out there, have some restaurants, have some retail where they can shop and kind of take in the nature. And it is actually a really nice area even now. And just imagine it when it's actually done up and cleaned up. And then also we're going to have there's already a housing development that's slated to go up even north of the ice arena. We still have interest from 2 hotel groups that want to build out there. And then lots of retail and and retail and restaurants.
And we said that the hockey rink is the anchor out there.
It is.
And without that first part that the city has stepped up to do,
yes,
probably none of that other stuff happens.
No, it really doesn't. And the proof of concept has already, in my mind, been showed, because by putting the ice arena out there, we already have more building going up to the south of it. And that is also a TIF district, or a tax increment finance district. So by putting the ice arena there, not only are we getting development on the north side of Willow Creek Drive, but we're also already seeing the development on the south side with those new buildings coming up behind Trav's Outfitters.
Sure. Yeah.
Because people know that there's going to be more traffic out there, because, hey, you have an ice arena out there and you're going to get, well, just for open skate. For open skate, already we're getting hundreds of kids. Imagine when you got 2 sheets and you have like many more hours of open skate. You're going to have hundreds of kids. What are those parents going to do when they drop them off? You know, you want to give them something to do, whether that's go have a bite to eat, have a drink, do a little bit of shopping. Gives them a great, I mean, that's really what draws the economic activity out there and the development.
And that's really what you say to the people that I don't have any kids, I don't have any relatives that are in ice. I've never been in an ice arena in my life, but it still means something to that person.
Oh yeah, and it really does, because this is an example of a rising tide lifts all boats. This is good for all of Watertown because of the money that it's going to be bringing in, not only with the development and the restaurants and the retail and the housing, but also the tax dollars that are generated. And a lot of those tax dollars are generated by people not in our community. They come up. And the amount of summer tournaments that we're going to have, I mean, I can't cite off the top of my head, but like each kid who comes in for like a summer tournament, their family spends well over $1,200, so $1,200 on a weekend.
I believe that.
And yeah, well, I know.
I believe that.
Both you and I know how much money you spend when you have to travel.
Yeah.
Because you got the hotels, you got the food, you got everything, and most of them bring their siblings. So it's a huge impact for all of Watertown. It's a big boon.
Well, that's great, and I mean, it is exciting news to think that next year at this time we could be standing in that rink.
I sincerely hope
mean, there's
so.
a deadline, and you never know how construction goes and so forth. But man, that's kind of neat to think about.
They still say. I mean, I want it so bad for next year, just because I know that people are excited and they want to see it. So you got to anticipate a delay or two. But
reality will tell us that this rink will be set up next fall.
Oh yeah.
And operating, and kids will be practicing here and so forth. And then somewhere along the line, probably mid-season even, there may be a transition.
The idea is to at least start next season with the Mace Ice Arena up and running, and in part because by next season we also hope to have a junior team already signed. We have 5 teams or 5 ownership groups courting Watertown. They want to come to Watertown so bad. And these are 3 teams at least in the high division, the NAHL. And they want to come into Watertown because they know this market, they believe in the community, they know what we're doing. So we're going to have a place for them to skate as well to begin the season.
They'll love the Mace.
Oh,
they'll love to skate in the Mace.
But, you know, hey, they got to start somewhere.
They have to.
Just to secure Watertown, they're willing to take this.
Absolutely, that's exciting.
Great.
That's exciting stuff.
Yeah.
And you have a son on the team this year.
I do. Yes.
Yeah. Well, he's been in the program, of course, but he's getting to that age now. He's getting to that varsity level, JV varsity. That's a lot of fun for you.
He just he says next year's his senior year, so he just says I want to play 1 game in the new ice arena.
One game.
And I go, I hope you get to play a lot more than that.
Yeah. Really, he should be able to play about 15 if things go right.
Yeah, I sincerely hope so.
Well, that's great. About 4 minutes left till we're gonna drop the puck again. What else is going on in Watertown? What's on the plate?
Well, okay. Before we move off of ice arena, can I say like one thing?
Absolutely.
We still are raising donations for the Build It Now campaign. As a lot of people in the city know, and in the community, we took out that extra $10 million bond to make sure that we're building a really nice facility. We're building it right, so it's generational. It's not just satisfying our needs right now. It's projecting for the future. But we still need to be raising some money for that. So if I know that there's a lot of people out there who have said that they would donate, that are interested. If you are, contact Jody Driscoll, who's the head of Build It Now, or you can just come by City Hall, give me a call, and I'll
Right,
put
and you can connect them.
Yeah, and
to
I'll
the right.
connect them. But we do need the donations because the way the finances are coming in, we absolutely need it, because the worst thing that could happen is if the money doesn't start coming in. We already have a lot. I mean, we're going to get it done, but it will cause problems if we have the financial issues.
So Watertown needs to keep on going.
Yeah,
Keep on going. And what a fantastic response we've had already.
Oh yeah, and it has
fantastic.
been amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
we've raised like $8 million, I think, but we still need another 2.
Yeah.
So-
Well, that's fantastic. Watertown, if history repeats itself in Watertown, this town is good about getting things done.
Yes. Oh,
They really are great people.
and it's been so gratifying as a mayor, and this is where we can segue off of ice.
Yeah.
It's not just ice, but I've been contacted around the state by other mayors that are like, they say, seriously, it's like Watertown has this attitude, and it's like, oh, and it's not just ice, it's everything. People step up here in this community, and I love this attitude. We really do have a pretty tight-knit community that helps each other.
Yeah.
And I like that attitude, and I can see it happening.
Yeah. Well, and it attracts people to Watertown.
Yep.
And it keeps people here.
Oh yeah.
And that's a neat part about it. I came here 31 years ago, and I've told you before, I'm not living anywhere else.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of the way it is in Watertown.
Yeah.
That's Watertown.
Well, and I actually knew as a young kid, I was born here, but even when I was a kid, I'd just go, this place is fantastic.
Yeah.
Why? I don't ever want to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to be gone for about a week or 2 in the winter. But,
right.
But other than that, no, it's been going great. But in answer to your question, things are going really well in the city. On Monday, we're having a special council meeting at 4:30 at the police station, where I will be giving a State of the City speech, talking about how all of the growth and the revenue coming into the city already, and how we're booming. And also, we're going to be revealing a new city logo. So with that, the game's about to start.
All right. Mayor Holeen, we appreciate you coming. Stop by anytime.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And yes, we have faced off already is center ice. And a puck has gone out of play. So we have just a little bit of break here to catch our breath. And we appreciate Mayor Reed Holeen so much for coming up. He's always insightful. All right, we're going to get this volume right. I'm at 9 o'clock, and Lucas is through the roof.
Sounds good to me.
All right, we have some center ice play here. This is Honkamp for the Brookings Rangers. And puck now goes against the board. That's Workus holding it in tight. Slapped in by the Watertown Lakers. Kane gets a big check over there by Evans. He ball goes into the Lakers bench as Struck brings it up through the neutral zone and into the near corner. And we're gonna have a penalty there, Lucas. I didn't see it. I was looking the other way.
It was the hit here going into the Laker bench. A little bit excess, I think, is why they called that roughing there.
Millen Evans.
Yes, Millen.
Looked like a pretty good check. It looked like maybe he put a little bit on it, trying to get the Brookings player all the way into the bench.
2 years ago, they'd have let that go, but the rule change year, they kind of changed that around, and they got to call it today.
We're going to face off to the right-hand side of Caleb Schmaltz, controlled by Lakers in Honkamp. Takes it all the way down the blue line, held in nicely over there by the Brookings Rangers. And it's a Pelican Power Sports power play for the Brookings Rangers. Honkamp at a point takes a shot looking the other way. Didn't fool Caleb. Merritt back out to Honkamp. Honkamp centering pass to Schneider. Can't quite get it on his stick. Brookings Rangers lose it as Riefenberger chips it down in the near corner. Honkamp chases. 1:25 left in this Brookings Rangers power play as they take the neutral zone. Riefenberger giving chase, can't do it. Here we are 2-on-2, and there's a shot right there by Herchoff. Pretty nice one by Caleb. Hit him right in the chest.
Great save up front. He was out far taking the angle away. That's great.
Caleb Schmaltz came into this game with a 68% save percentage. That's going up as we speak. Minute 17 left in this Pelican Power Sports power play for the Brookings Rangers. We're going to face off the left-hand side of Schmaltz, won by the Brookings Rangers. Over to Honkamp on the blue line, back down the circle, and there's a shot that goes wide over the top of Caleb. Honkamp right out in front of his own bench. Going to look down in the near corner, Herchoff. Herchoff, pretty good shot, just right at the chest of Caleb. Nice job there again by Caleb. Good shooting team are the Brookings Rangers. A centering pass by Honkamp, can't quite get it to Schneider. Schneider's floating around that center. Herchoff up at the blue line, almost got out of the zone. Over to Honkamp, right in front of his bench. He's looking down low, looking for a reflection, and there's a pass over to Schneider, camping right between the circles and can't quite get it in. Kind of wishes he would have had a little more on that one. Up through the neutral zone, 30 seconds left in this power play for the Brookings Rangers. Bringing it in is Herchoff. Herchoff to the top of the circles, dumps it down in the near corner. Schneider skates around all the way in front of his bench. Going to take a shot, can't get through. That was blocked right there by McBride. Nice defense. Up the top of the circles, broke up by Allard. There's McBride taking it all the way down, and that's going to kill that power play. Good job by the Lakers. Nice job protecting Caleb Schmaltz, their goalie. Brookings Rangers get it up through the neutral zone. And Workus grabs it off the stick of the Brookings Rangers, caroms it off just underneath the Reliabank booth. Cooper Dethridge. His mother's Tracy. Another family that's well known within the state of the hockey, state of South Dakota, as Bramer tries to get it off the stick of a Brookings Rangers, does so. As Evans going to throw it at the net. Goes off of the glove of Ronning. Ronning in the net for the Brookings Rangers tonight as they chip it down and around. Behind their own goalie, Hudson Hendricks. Going to chip it up the board, can't quite get it to Bramer. Intercepted over there by Brookings Rangers underneath the referee. Workus pushing in the near corner. Jacobson right out in front of us, takes a shot, goes wide. David Brink in the play defense for the Brookings Rangers, chips it down deep. Workus in the near corner for the Lakers, along with Hendricks. Taking off the puck over there for McBride, takes a player down. Now it takes the puck away, and they're going to come, and McBride's going to race it down the ice. He's going to try to win this battle against Brink and does a nice job. There's a glove and a puck. Two guys battling there. Standing up is McBride. In the far corner, getting a little physical in the far corner. Now this puck scoots all the way out. Foley takes it on a backhand in front of his own bench. Brookings Rangers up to the red line, and Esplin picks it up from a defensive position, takes it outside of the zone. Neutral zone for the Brookings Rangers. Jacobson taps it over to a teammate, can't quite get it over there. Foley chases. This one goes all the way back down, like behind the net of Schmaltz. Scott in the far corner. Skates around and back his own goalie, going to try to break it out. Taken off the puck there by the Brookings Rangers. There comes a check from Foley. Shot deflected there by Schmaltz. Now this puck's going to come out, and that one's going to be tapped all the way out for the Watertown Lakers. That's Wyatt Knopf. McBride plays it. Esplin, top of the circle from his defensive position, walks it down. Now takes it all the way around the back of the net. Near corner, chasing over there is Brookings Rangers, going to come up through the neutral zone. They get up through the neutral zone pretty well, do the Brookings Rangers.
They do.
Behind the net, Herchoff. He's one of their captains on this team. He's going to skate it around all the way to between the circles, going to take a shot, and that one goes up and over the top. And Breck Herchoff scores Brookings' second goal at 11:29.
Yeah, he came around from the corner, and he had a little encouragement from his coach there to come around the top full speed and take that shot. I'm not sure if that got deflected out front of Caleb or if he hit that spot, but it was a good play shot either way.
Herchoff, he's got an assist already tonight. He's one of their scorers. He's only got one goal this year, but a lot of things go through him. He's got 4 assists. 2-0 Brookings Rangers in the faceoffs, won by the Rangers. This puck goes down. Gunnar Van Gilder behind his own goalie. There's a shot picked up by the Rangers, knocked off the puck as Allard does a nice job, and I'll bet he's going to get a roughing penalty for that. That was against number 20 for the Brookings Rangers. That's Talon Hyde. Lakers on their third penalty. One of the keys was to try to stay out of the box. Maybe the elbows were just a little high, Lucas, maybe?
A little bit coming through, and probably didn't need to make that contact even.
Face-off controlled by the Brookings Rangers. Pelican Power Sports power play for the Rangers. Schneider in the middle, can't keep it on his stick as they set up the power play. Hankamp to Hirschoff. Into Schneider. Schneider on the backhand over to the side. Bring the puck all the way across to the Brookings Rangers. Hankamp down low to Hirschoff right inside the blue line. Going to wind up. Didn't take it. Passes it over to the far side over there. Shot deflected. And the Lakers are going to get it out of the zone. Hirschoff picks it up at the red line. Going to go back in for more. Nice play there from the Watertown Lakers to keep it in. That's Logan Osted. And Hankamp's going to have to chase behind his own goalie. We're going to set it up as the Lakers get a switch. Minute 14 left in this Brookings Pelican Power Sports power play, and now we're going to have an icing call.
Just a little bit out front of Brink there. He couldn't quite get a handle on it.
Important for the Lakers here to take care of this power play. We're going to face off. Offensive face-off here for the Watertown Lakers. It's Workus. Right-hand side of Ronnie. Face-off won by the Brookings Rangers, and they're going to take it with their legs up through the neutral zone. It's number 12, Cole Kaelber. Scott down in the near corner. Looks like struck, maybe went down, and we're going to have a hooking play there by the Watertown Lakers. Jacobson's going to try to take a shot at the goal off the pad of Caleb. Caleb's going to cover it, and we're going to see what this penalty's about. It looks like a hook.
Yeah, I think his stick got tangled up between him and the boards, and it actually just went down. I don't think that was meant to be happening that way, but it is what it is.
That's going to be Scott.
Yep.
Does a good job of number 32 for the Watertown Lakers. 5-on-3 situation here for the Brookings Rangers as we face off. Hankamp just inside the blue line, going to take it down. Looks like Hirschoff back up to Hankamp. Over to the far side. Looks like Merritt. Over to Hirschoff. Schneider. Merritt taking a shot. Blocked by Caleb, and this one comes back out. 30 seconds left on the first penalty. We're 5-on-3 Pelican Power Sports power play here for the Brookings Rangers. 3 guys doesn't look like enough, does it, Lucas?
No, it doesn't. Pretty red out here right now.
As Hirschoff skates it in, takes a shot up and over the top of Watertown goalie Caleb Schmaltz.
Yeah, Hirschoff came in there just over the top of the circle and took a quick shot. I don't know if Caleb wasn't quite down at the right angle, but probably a pretty small hole that Hirschoff hit right there.
Yeah, and he can hit those small holes. He's pretty good at good shooters, probably one of the better shooters in the state.
Definitely, yeah, he's a good player, young player, developed well. He's got a bright future if he wants to keep playing, I think.
Yeah. Merritt's going to face off. We're going to face off at center ice. We're going to be 5-on-3 hockey now for a minute 27. Still on the power kill is the Watertown Lakers. As this one goes off the skate of Gunnar Van Gilder. Bowling catches it in the near corner. Skates it up towards the Brookings bench. Looking to bounce it off the board. Good job there by Foley. And Bowling. And Foley's going to take a shot right at the chest of Ronning. Ronning came out of the goal. Cut off that angle pretty nicely.
He did. Foley had a nice pass, could have made a nice pass over there to Riefenberger. That would have been a goal, I bet you. The defenseman sucked over.
Yep.
But either way, offensive on a penalty kill here.
Thomas Foley, a pretty good shooter in himself, and he's going to face off the left-hand side of Ronnie. And that puck does go down into the far corner where Foley chases it. And puck comes out now to Bowling. Bowling's going to chip it all the way back down. Lakers are going to want to chip that thing deep as often as they can, and they did it that time. There's a pretty good hit along the near board. No hands are up. I think it was a pretty good check. And this puck comes up through the neutral zone. Brookings Rangers centering pass, nothing there. Caleb had that one covered pretty well. Held in the zone by the Brookings Rangers. Bowling's all by himself as the Brookings Rangers get a change. Behind his own goal, he's going to try to chip it out. Hankamp takes it off a skate, off the stick, and he's going to walk it in and tips it over to his teammate over on the other side. And there's a shot that's tipped up and over the top. Nice job by defense for the Lakers. Hankamp's going to shoot it over to his defender, and that's over on the other side. And I want to say was that Merritt?
I think it was Merritt. Pass from Hankamp over here. Looked like he was going to shoot and passed it.
So the wheels are starting to come off here a little bit for the Watertown Lakers with some quick goals by the Brookings Rangers.
Kind of looked like the same story from last week, Jim. You know, Watertown's getting in the box, and here we are getting scored on 3 times.
Yeah, four Laker penalties, and that's not been the friend of the Watertown Lakers. Joe Foley was up here talking before the game, and that was one of the things that he said: we have to stay out of the box. No penalties at this point for the Brookings Rangers. Play continues. Neutral zone slapped in here by the Watertown Lakers. That's Wyatt Knopf keeping it down deep. And McBride gets it at the blue line and shoves it in. And we're going to have a penalty. That's going to be a check from behind. And that's going to go against the Watertown Lakers. With 7:46, it's going to be, is that Holeen?
That's Holeen.
And is that going to carry a 2 and a 10, Lucas?
That will carry a 2 and a 10.
So we're going to have 2 people in the box here for the Watertown Lakers.
Only 1 man down, though. Holeen will sit for a total of 12 minutes here because of that check from behind. That's a dangerous hit to take on any player. Definitely injury prone.
Devin is down there pleading his case, the coach for the Watertown Lakers, Devin McMullen. New coach this year. And that was Carter Regals, I think, that took that hit. And he's sitting on the bench down there. He intended to. Skated off under his own power. So we're going to have the box with 2 people for Watertown Lakers. It's going to be 5-on-4 hockey. Face off. Brookings out to Honkamp. Herchoff all the way over. Tried to get it to Merritt on the other side. He can't quite do it. Herchoff. They look cross ice a lot of times.
They do. They look to spread them out, thin them down.
Honkamp looking for Struck right in front, and Struck just was not ready for that one. He had a pretty good look there at the goal. Couldn't quite get it. Struck, Herchoff. Honkamp. Snyder as they come up through the neutral zone. Taking a shot there off the glove of Caleb, and that goes against the back screen. Stays in the zone, however. Honkamp right in front of his own bench. Skates it in, looking all the way across, looking for Schneider in the middle. He can't get a shot out of it. Now it does come out to the neutral zone, and Honkamp's going to chase it back. Minute 11 left in this Pelican Power Sports power play as Herchoff comes through the neutral zone with his leg and speed. He's going to look for a centering pass over there to Merritt. He can't quite get it on his stick. Nice looking pass. Here's Honkamp right between the circles over to a teammate and takes a hard shot. And Kayla had that one and pushed Schneider out of the way.
A little bit of a conversation there. Not sure what that was about.
No. It looked like Schneider was maybe in the crease a little bit, and Caleb gave him a push.
I think the puck deflected up and out on that, and then nobody knew where it was, and the ref didn't blow the whistle. They were still going.
Yeah, there was no whistle there, was there?
No, there wasn't.
Facing off to the left-hand side, Caleb Schmaltz. Took 24 shots on goal. 6:40 left. Controlled by the Brookings Rangers on this Pelican Power Sports power play. Over to Schneider. Can't get anybody in front. Power play. Riley Lindstedt. We haven't said his tonight. And there's a score by the Brookings Rangers.
I think that was Schneider from Honkamp.
Schneider from Honkamp.
That's a good play by Honkamp from down low in there and sucked the Watertown guys all to the one spot and left Schneider wide open there up in the middle.
Schneider to Honkamp. So penalties seem to be the
kryptonite.
The kryptonite tonight, you're right. 5-0, Brookings Rangers. 25 shots on goal for the Brookings Rangers. And been in the power play an awful lot tonight. And the Watertown Lakers trying to break this out. 5-on-5 hockey. Here's Bramer coming across the blue line, trying to get a centering pass. Can't get it home. Foley's down there in the near corner. Bramer trying to carry it out of the corner. Pinched against the wall there. Brookings Rangers now get it out, and we're going to have something down in the far corner here. It's going to be an interference call.
Interference, number 8, Brink, I believe that is. for Brookings.
All right, so we got Brookings are going to go to the penalty box here.
Power play, first power play of the game for Watertown here. I'm sure they need to capitalize on this one, get themselves going in the right direction.
Yeah, they need a goal here right now. Left-hand side of Ronning. Ronning's only taken 3 shots on goal tonight from the Watertown Lakers, as we have this first Pelican Power Sports power play for the Watertown Lakers, and they're going to chase it all the way down. Caleb's going to have to bounce it off his pad, and the Watertown Lakers are going to start behind the goal and try to get a stretch pass up, and can't quite reach over there all the way over to Foley. And this one's controlled down here by Struck. Lakers trying to get it out of the zone, neutral zone play here at the red line. Herchoff, and we're going to have a penalty there. Herchoff on the red line, trying to skate it up the rink.
Yeah, Jake Bramer there got his stick tangled in his feet. Herchoff went down a little bit.
And that one comes at 5:26.
4-on-4 here for 1:30. Then Brookings will have a power play for 30 seconds. See what Coach Kirkable does over here for Brookings in that setup.
4-on-4 hockey. Face-off controlled by Hunkamp. Herchoff through the neutral zone. Struck, circles back around, waiting for his teammates. Now he's going to take it in with his legs. Down the far corner, going to take a shot. Defender Workus lost his stick, but he got a piece of the puck.
Deflected up and out. It's a good play by Workus there.
It's a great play. Left-hand side of Caleb Schmaltz. Going to face off. That's going to be Struck when Workus. Struck wears number 11. Workus wears number 9 for the Watertown Lakers. Picked up by Honkamp just inside the blue line. Circles, and he's going to look for a pass. Can't quite get it at Herchoff. And here come the Watertown Lakers. This is Esplin. Esplin going to try to kick it down to the far corner. Chase down in the near corner. Honkamp picks it up behind his own goalie. Trying to get it up to Herchoff on a backhand. Up through the neutral zone red line. Taking the zone are the Brookings Ranger. Looks like Schneider with speed all the way around the back of Schmaltz. Merritt checks into the game. And a centering pass all the way across to Merritt. Merritt's an assistant captain on this team. Where's number 23? So they're going to try to wheel it around is what the coach is saying here. And Scott's going to pick it up on his stick. He's going to take it one-on-one against Honkamp and gets it taken off his stick, but does get down to the circles. Nice job by Scott. Trying to hold it in here. And there's a pretty good check over on the far side. Checked him off the puck. That was Hudson Hendricks doing a nice job on the far side, as Brookings going to get a change here. Scott's battling in front of the Brookings bench. And Knopf tries to get it down into the zone, can't quite do it, and Allard's going to have to go chase over the left-hand side of his goalie. Knopf looking for a centering pass, nobody home. Controlled by Brookings in front, taken off the stick, slapped down all the way down, might be on net, it is. Ronning bounces it off the side. 10 seconds left in this power play. Doesn't look like anybody's going to get grouped up for this power play. We're going to be, as of right now, we are going to be 5-on-5 as McBride takes it around the far corner. Holding the zone is the Brookings Rangers. Looking for a centering pass. Can't quite make anything of that centering pass. And now it comes out in the neutral zone, spanked back down off the referee at the blue line. Controlled here by the Lakers. Lakers going to chip it all the way up. Chase down here for the Brookings Rangers, Redden Jacobson. Behind his own goalie, that's Ronning. Checked off the puck. Nice job there by the Watertown Lakers. McBride tips it out to the neutral zone. Allard scrambling for the puck right in front of the Brookings bench. That's Lindstead for Brookings Rangers. Here's Jacobson right in front of his own bench. He's going to throw it at the net. Caleb bounces it off and back. Watertown Lakers trying to get it out of the zone. That's Ryan Roby. Neutral zone play. Schneider going to take it with his legs, going to carry it into the zone in the near corner. Tries to go around a defender and McBride. That's not going to work. McBride doing a nice job in defense like he always does. Ryan Roby's right down in front of us. Hyde for the Brookings Rangers. It's Talon Hyde. Brookings Rangers are going to try to break out of the zone right in front of the Lakers bench. And Foley's going to make a check there. And he's going to go to the penalty box for 2 minutes.
Elbow. No attempt to play the puck there at all. That's probably why they called that one.
Yep, I think you're just right. He played the player all the way on that time, and the puck was a little bit far away.
It was.
So the Lakers are going to go back to the penalty box, a place where they're supposed to be, not be.
Not be,
That's
yes.
right. The focus was to stay out of the penalty box.
Yeah, that's not a good period for the Lakers here on the box side.
2 minutes left in this period as we face off to the left-hand side of Schmaltz, controlled by the Brookings Rangers. Going to take a shot there. Off the paddle of Schmaltz, and a rebound goal by the Brookings Rangers with 1:50 left in this period. I didn't see who did that one.
I couldn't either. Too much spin and too much movement here.
Yeah. And we're going to be in run time at 6-0.
Caleb's not real happy back here in the net right now. He's pretty upset, I think. So.
Yeah, rebound goal. You never like to have those as a goalie.
Correct.
We're going to face off center ice, red line. It's going to be Hyde and Workus, controlled by the Brookings Rangers. Bramer going to skate it in, going to give it back to his defender, going to try to push it up the ice. Hankamp finds it out in front of his goalie, out to neutral zone. Gunnar Van Gilder can't get it on his stick, now it's Bramer. Bramer going to take it up through the neutral zone, Evans along the red line. Picked up there by Brookings Rangers. Bramer doing a nice job getting to that puck first, and it goes down in the offensive zone. Good hustle to the puck. 1:19 left in this one. Second period. This is Jacobson, a far pass over there. Nice job by Caleb. Good shot there. I want to say that might have been Herchoff who took that shot, maybe not. Good look there for the Brookings Rangers. Hankamp's behind his own goalie, going to try to take it out. We're at a minute left. He whiffs on a pass, gets it back to himself, throws it all the way up across the ice to the Brookings Rangers. And here comes the Brookings Rangers with a good shot right up into Caleb. There's a rebound, and that goes out behind the net. And Schneider's going to pick it up, and Caleb finds it again at his chest. Nice job, Caleb, on a rebound, a dangerous rebound, but it goes out to Hankamp at the blue line. And a couple rebounds there, and the Brookings Rangers couldn't capitalize on that. Nice job by Caleb making that first stop.
He's giving everything he's got out here, Jim. He's doing it all. So.
Yep. And he hasn't seen a lot of teams that are really good shooters, which Brookings is.
You're correct.
He's doing a great job. Up the ice is Roby. Osted can't get his stick on it. Now neutral zone. Esplin. Is there going to be an offsides? Is that what I saw?
I believe so.
Okay. All right. How we doing? Put the headset on. We've got a new color guy.
I don't know about color, but I'm here.
All right, we're at the end of the period.
A very spirited game so far.
It is.
You know, back and forth. A couple good shots that were stopped by Caleb down there, which is nice. Not a lot of offense on our side.
Not a lot of offense. Only 3 shots on goal. 30 shots on goal for the Brookings Rangers here. And the second period got pretty busy here for the Brookings Rangers. At 11:29, we had a Brookings Ranger goal by Herchoff. At 9:31, a Brookings Ranger goal by Herchoff. He had 2 in a row there. At 8:15, the Brookings Rangers found another goal by Merritt. And at 6:20, Brookings scored again. Schneider from Hankamp. And at 1:50 to finish out this period to make it 6-0 was a Brookings goal, and I want to say that one was by, maybe Merritt. I think we missed that one. Lucas missed that one. I didn't miss that one.
He's off his game, I guess.
Lucas Deutsch. You know, it's kind of funny. We talk all the time how we can, how can we be watching every play and calling every one, and then when the puck gets scored, you can't see who scored it. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it was quick. It was only 10 seconds into that power play, which is definitely gonna, we got to stay out of the box. That's the only way that we can try to get back into this game.
Yeah. Second period, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6 penalties by the Watertown Lakers, 1 penalty by the Brookings Rangers, and if I'm not mistaken here, I think there might have been 6 power play goals.
I believe so. I don't think there was a single even strength one.
Yeah, so staying out of the box is important for the Watertown Lakers. It's Willie's Sports Bar night. The Brookings Rangers come into this one 1-2. They have 2 losses, 1 to Wahi and 1 to Sioux Falls 1. Watertown Lakers come in 1-1, losing to Mitchell and winning against Huron. So the records are fairly close. A couple other games going on tonight. Of course, this one, Brookings at Watertown, Sioux Falls 1 at Yankton, Aberdeen at Huron. That's what's going on tonight, and somewhere along the line we're going to update those scores for you. Those are all 8 o'clock starts. Busy weekend. The weekend continues on tomorrow. Watertown is at Yankton. Sioux Falls 2 is at Mitchell. Sioux Falls 1 is at Aberdeen. And Oahe at Brookings. And Sioux Center at Rushmore. That's the Saturday. Those are all 8 o'clock games. Now on Sunday, some of those games go a little bit earlier. Sioux Center at Rushmore is at a 2 p.m. game. And Sioux Falls 2, Aberdeen at 3 o'clock. Yankton at Mitchell at 4 o'clock. Adam Lallam, you took the headset right away from Lucas. You walked up here and just peeled that headset right off his head.
I'm not sure that I peeled it off his head. I'm pretty sure he was easy to give that one away.
Oh, he gave it away.
Yeah, he's like, here, take this.
Well, maybe he was getting a little hot.
Maybe ears are burning. I don't know what you guys were talking about. Maybe it was spirited up here.
So, Adam, you're the president of the Watertown Lakers Association, and holy cow, I bet there's a lot of moving parts on that.
It is. We started here a couple weeks ago. Games are just starting to get in action. I know our varsity and JV and our girls varsity and U14, and I believe the Bantams are playing in Mitchell tonight. This weekend is the second full weekend. We also had a couple jamborees and stuff, so it's always fun to get back in the ice arena. Try to see if you can feel your toes and fingers after a weekend, but. It's nice, not great weather that we're having today, but it seems like we got a pretty good crowd that's in the parking lot. When I pulled up, it was pretty good for the weather being crappy.
Yeah, the weather is kind of frigid outside. We've got some winds going on, but it's nice inside. It's just a little chilly, like all hockey rinks are, but there's no wind in here.
No, it tends to stay a little bit. The ice stays a little colder when it's cold out. So.
Yeah. So the hockey season is in full swing right now, but there's an awful lot that goes on from an association standpoint before we get to this point where we actually start playing hockey. This is the fun part. This is what you work all year round for. What goes on a little bit behind the scenes? What are some of the things that you have to work at?
Well, we definitely meet every month. Doesn't matter if it's summer and it's 85 out or it's winter and it's 10 below. We're constantly going through. We get our coaches in place. We get any issues that hopefully we can take care of before the season starts. You got a couple state meetings in there dealing with rule changes and USA Hockey changes, as well as. This is the easy part is once the season starts.
Yeah, this is the fun part.
Yeah. There's a lot less issues other than maybe some issues in the rink. People not knowing the exact job duties and things of that nature. Right. But I know the coaches are probably sick of practicing and just ready for games to start.
Yep.
And I think most of the parents are just like let's get into this and let's get into the season. We'll just get in the grind, and you get through until about March for most of them.
There's a ton of volunteer hours that go in, dibs points we call them, and so on and so forth.
Yep.
But how many people are on? Number one, how many people are on the Watertown Lakers Association board?
We got 6 members. There's 5 executives, and then we have team parents for each level, each team in each level. So, if you're a mite, you might have 3-4 teams. So you got 3 more parents that deal with that. The board deals with the day-to-day stuff, trying to figure out what we need to buy for equipment and, how many coaches, what the salary is, what our budget is, trying to figure out how to pay for our portion of the ice arena, which is a big one, at least this year and the last year. Yeah. But it's really trying to make, when you get to the ice arena, seamless and that less, headaches and things of that nature. So we're trying to take care of all that stuff behind the scenes. And frankly, if we're doing our job right, you don't have the hiccups that come out that people see when they get out to the arena.
There's an awful lot of expenses that the Lakers Association pay for. I
Yes.
mean, a lot of
Yep.
you pay coaches, you pay referees. There's a ton of expenses.
Yep, and it's not just that. I mean, we're fundraising constantly, and there's probably, I'm sure, sponsors are like, God, are you coming back again? But we're trying to keep it affordable for the kids to play hockey, and the only way we can do that is to have a lot of coaches. Which finally, I think we're to the amount of coaches that we should have per level. I mean, there's times where there's one guy on the bench or one lady on the bench, and that's not where you want to be. It's hard to keep track of what's going on in games, and you have to have someone that's coaching constantly and someone that's especially the younger levels. You're like herding cats out there, so you're trying to make sure the door opens so that kid gets out there, that we have 5 skaters
Or
instead
the
of
one
3.
little kid loses his glove. Somebody has to help look for it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, no, it's down there in that corner. Or the one kid that's laying on the ice because he doesn't want to be there, and he'll end up playing as a senior, and you'll never think that as a 5-year-old. But we're constantly busy. We do different events and things like that. We do a Thursday Night Live, which is good. Just good. We sell burgers and hot dogs and things of that nature. So try to keep it as affordable as possible, because hockey, is anyone that has ever had a kid in sports know it's not cheap, and hockey seems like you're constantly driving every weekend.
Yeah.
So we try to keep that down to a minimum, and I can't give enough credit to not only our board, but also the parents that are out here in our community that sponsors us every year. Watertown hockey's been around for a long time. Thankfully, we had a few guys back in the day. It's like, let's see if we can get this thing done. It's a club sport. It's not sponsored by schools. We get no funding from that. City of Watertown helps us out with this building, which has been in place for a long time.
Yep. Early 80s, I think. Yep.
Yeah, we luckily had a sponsor in town that gave a little money to help put it up, and we've been trying to get it. We're limping it along, as we keep saying, for the last 10 years, but this old girl is just holding in there. Hopefully, it's the last year.
So where does the Laker Association, or even the Figure Skate Association, where do they come into play when we start putting this new rink together?
Well, our big one right now is fundraising, is trying to get that money. We committed a fair amount of money, and we got some people that have stepped up. We're trying to put $10 million towards this thing at a $36 million price tag. Obviously, that's a big chunk of money for 170 skaters on our side, and I believe it's 130, 140 figure skaters. That's a lot of money to try to raise just from us, and frankly, us as parents can't do it. So thank God our community has stepped up, and our business owners and leaders of this community, some of them behind the scenes don't want their name out there. We appreciate every one of them.
We just had Mayor Holeen up the last period, and he commented a little bit on how much this means to not just the skaters and the people that use ice, but the entire city of Watertown. What a rink is like this is going to be.
Yeah, it's definitely a community event, and frankly it's a regional deal. If Jim, you have 4 kids that have been through hockey, got one still in here. You traveled to the coldest rink out there and the nicest one. You're like, whoa, okay, this is a big difference. I know when Sioux Falls did their 3-sheet rink, that's busy all year round. I got a kid that plays summer hockey. I know you have kids that play summer hockey. There's people that constantly travel, and anyone that has had any family members in the hockey system at all, it's not just the kid that goes. It's the grandparents, it's the parents, it's the siblings. So
it turns into economic impact.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we travel all over the state like you do.
Yep.
And we go to an arena over in Minnesota or even in Sioux Falls in August, and the place is packed.
Yes. Yeah, even during COVID, when nothing supposedly was going on, you go in there, there's 100 people sitting in an ice cold arena in the middle of July.
Yep.
So it's big. It helps our community. We're looking. I know they're thinking more hotels and more restaurants.
Yep.
It's not just the big chains. It's the small mom and pops. They're constantly. I know that the hockey community and the figure skater community supports their own. Yep. So they want to see the names on the boards and stuff like that. That's who they're going to go sponsor, because they're helping us and we're helping them. So from the community side, I'm hoping we can get people from North Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa. Obviously South Dakota as well, but get them to kind of get a couple of events there, and hopefully it's not just something ice related. I know they're going to have one of those sheets down during the summer, so we could hopefully fill that thing year round. That'd be a good deal.
Yeah, year-round facility for sure. I know the the Mace Ice Arena that does shut down when it gets the end of March and so forth, and kids are done skating. And even first part of April, they have the figure skating shows and so forth. Then it shuts down. But we hope that one's going to stay open all year round and constantly bringing people in every day, every weekend, a busy place.
Yeah, I know they hired their rink manager. I believe, I don't know what his exact title is, but he started here, I believe, a week or two ago. His job is to fill that thing. So the city is actually stepping up and saying, okay, we want someone here that's going to fill this. It has to be. That's the only way it can be successful for our community and for, the figure skaters and the hockey association as well. They have to go out there. You got to fill that up. You got to put people in the seats. Whether it's for an ice show or a car show.
Yeah. There's a lot of possibilities. It's going to be a large building and can do many things other than ice.
Yeah.
And that's the hopes of it.
Well, and even the Mace here, they're hoping to make some changes to that, and I think it's just another facility that they'll be able to utilize for something else, probably something summer related.
Yeah, I think the Mace Ice Arena, of course, a lot of things are becoming wore out in this building, as to say it's been here since the early 80s and whatnot. But I think one part of this building that is strong yet is the building itself, the structure. Yeah,
structurally it's in good shape. It was well built. I don't know that we've ever had really any structural issues with it that I'm aware of. The thing is, you take these boards out, you take the the stands out, you redo some of that, the bathrooms and things like that. You have a nice flat floor space for soccer,
which is needed.
Yeah,
which is needed in town. You bet.
For
practicing and so on and so forth. So we're 2 minutes away from getting this third period underway, and the Watertown Lakers are going to have a bit of an uphill battle, 6-0, and we are going to be in run time. It's going to go fairly quick if we stay in run time. Adam, anything else on the part of association that you'd like to share with the listeners, KSDR Radio and GoWatertown.net?
Hopefully we can get some people out here to come out and watch one of these shows in person. It's a fun event. It's a bit chilly. Bring your blanket.
Yep.
But we always have snacks and things available. But it's fun to watch these kids work hard. Girls, boys, they're all out here. They all have the same dream. It's just to get out there and play hard with their team. Support our association and the figure skaters as well. And just come out, watch a game. Even if you don't know much about hockey, sit by someone. They'll help you get into it
somebody
pretty quick.
That does. That's right. It's just fun to watch the kids. And if you talk about athletes across the board, I think the hockey players are some of the most dedicated players there are, because you got to remember they have to learn how to move before they can learn the game.
Yes, they do.
And that's the difference between hockey and a lot of sports.
And they're skating on a 1/4 inch of metal, so that's
right.
That's pretty impressive as well.
All right, Adam Lallam, the president of the Watertown Laker Association. Thank you, sir, for all you do. Thank you for coming up. Welcome to come up to the Reliabank booth anytime you want and share all that fun stuff that you're involved in.
I think Lucas is trying to get me to get a new job. I don't know what his deal is. We'll see. But thanks, Jim. I enjoy listening to you guys as well. For the community out there listening, come out, watch a game.
All right, Struck and Foley going to face off at center ice at the start of this third period. It's Willie's Sports Bar night here at the George Mace Ice Arena. Puck controlled down the far side by McBride. McBride's going to chip it out to a wing. That's Riefenberger. Herchoff takes it off his stick. Behind the net is Struck for the Brookings Rangers. Offensive play for the Brookings Rangers. Dropped off to the blue line. Shot blocked by the Watertown Lakers. Riefenberger trying to get it at the red line, can't get it on his sticks. Herchoff and Struck right in the center. Struck's going to take a shot just wide of Caleb Smoltz. Far corner are the Brookings Rangers out to the blue line. Blue line is Honkamp, going to look like he's going to shoot. He didn't shoot. Coming out now is Foley for the Watertown Lakers neutral zone. He's going to shoot it right on the ice. Ronning skips that out to the side. Bowling from just inside the blue line, takes a shot, there's a rebound. Foley can't get it on his stick. Back to Riefenberger and Foley in the far corner. And swept behind the Brookings Rangers bench. Back out to the blue line, held in there by Bowling. Now it comes out. Foley at the red line. Foley going to take it all the way across ice. Watertown Lakers going to go get a shift. And regrouping is the Brookings Rangers behind their own net. Struck's behind the net, takes it over to Honkamp. Honkamp off the boards, trying to break it out in the neutral zone. Workus taps it back in to the Brookings Rangers ice. Now comes up through the neutral zone. Merritt gets it in. Gunner out back. Gunner for the Lakers out to the neutral zone. Evans deep in the far zone for the Watertown Lakers. Bramer's over there to join the party, and Evans comes out of there with it, going to look for a wraparound, can't quite do it, backhand. Back out to Workus. Workus off his stick. That's Merritt right up in front of the Reliabank booth. Takes it all the way across over to Schneider. Schneider can't get it on his stick. Bramer takes it away. Pinned over on the far side is Bramer for the Watertown Lakers. Workus pins him over there, and that's going to be a cross check, and I believe that's going to go on Workus. We talked about staying out of the box, and we just cannot seem to do it. So Workus is going to go into the...
I'm not sure who that's on.
Oh, that's the other way. Oh, it's the other way.
Yeah, they were hanging
that's
on.
Schneider.
He was hanging on to...
Holy cow, I had Workus going to the board, or going to the box, and he wasn't...
Bowling had his stick being held down there up against the sideboards. I think he got him. So
that's why you're here, Lucas. Try to be my eyes, because I can't see hardly anything.
That's why we're on the radio.
That's right. Yeah, good job for radio. Controlled by the Lakers in the offensive zone. There's a shot by Riefenberger right into the chest of Ronning.
There you go.
Wow, that took a while.
Yeah, this power play here, Lakers definitely need to capitalize on this. This is a big deal for them right now. Get it.
It's a Pelican Power Sports power play. Workus wins the faceoff. Bramer now it gets chipped out. Out to McBride. McBride's going to come up through the neutral zone. We're going to try to set up down in the offensive zone here for this power play. Thrown back out by Herchoff. Schmaltz going to stop it behind the net. Bowling's going to go back and try to regroup. Brookings Rangers in the neutral zone waiting for the Lakers to come up through. Bringing this one up is Bowling. Got everybody at the blue line. Bowling's going to try to go across ice. Gets upended there. Bramer finds it on a stick. Bramer's going to throw it a nice shot right at the pads of Ronning. Chipped back out. McBride's going to go chase it down in the near corner. Herchoff's down there. Herchoff's going to take it off his stick. A centering pass for the Brookings Rangers, and a shot deflected there by Smoltz.
Great save by Smoltz.
You know, I hate to see that shorthanded stuff happening. Right down in front of us here, and now this Jacobson for the Brookings Rangers pitches it down. Watertown Lakers are going to try to regroup behind their goalie. Workus, Esplin, trying to get it up on the red line to Workus. He can't find it on his stick. Esplin holds it in the neutral zone at the red line, going to try to backhand it out. Workus can't find the puck at his stick. And there's Kale for the Brookings Rangers, going to push it all back down. Deathridge is back out there for Brookings Rangers. Peterson, Brink, going to try to hold off the Lakers, and Scott can't quite race that one to the red line. We're going to have our face-off all the way back down on the other side to the right-hand side of Schmaltz. We're full strength. 5-on-5 hockey. Facing off. Far circle. Puck caroms around. Esplin is there. Esplin gets tripped up behind his own net. Near corner. Brookings Rangers controlling the offensive zone. Behind Smoltz. Out to the blue line. That one's going to be picked up there by Roby. Ryan Roby overruns the puck. And back into the offensive zone. It looks like Allard. You can always tell Allard the way he pushes along the boards. Number 29 for the Watertown Lakers. There's a blind shot, doesn't quite get through for the Brookings Rangers. That was Kale. Near corner, Brookings Rangers, Ryan Roby's going to try to take it out. Now he gets it out to the neutral zone. And Brink's going to chip it in from the red line, just inside the red line. Scott on the far side, right in front of the players, or to the fans over there, and picked off the stick, and a shot right there by the Brookings Rangers. Pretty nice shot.
Struck.
That was Struck, number 11. He's got 3 goals. 2 assists coming into this game this year. Struck seems like he's been around for a while. He's played varsity hockey for the Brookings Rangers for a long time.
Yes, he has.
And here comes Allard through the blue line. He's going to pitch it all the way down, and the Lakers are going to go get a shift. Lakers probably looking a little tired right now, I would say.
They are.
Or that last shift was anyway.
Yeah.
Brookings Rangers kind of keep the pressure on all the time. You really don't have a time to rest. Always pushing the puck forward. We are in run time. 10:22 left in this third period on Willie's Sports Bar night. as Struck gets it in the neutral zone, carries it in the offensive zone. A shot off the skate of a Watertown Laker. On the far corner, here's Struck's got it back again, can't keep it on his stick. Watertown Lakers playing pretty good defense right now. This is Foley. Foley up through the neutral zone. Honkamp doing a nice job playing the man, not the stick there. And held in there, and that's a pretty good shot. A rebound for the Lakers, can't quite get their stick on it. That was number 27, Wyatt Knopp. I always lose his name too. Had a nice opportunity there with the net pretty open. And here comes Hershoff. Hershoff's all by himself. He's 1-on-4. Gonna drag it, and Caleb gets it in his glove.
Hershoff was trying to change the angle there as he was coming in to take that shot, and Caleb read him all the way.
Yeah, nice job there by Caleb stopping that one on. A really good shooter is Hershoff. Breck Hershoff has a goal coming into this game. Has 2 tonight. Facing off the left-hand side of Caleb. Brink holds it in, and now it's out of play in front of the Watertown Lakers bench. So we are going to face off in the offensive zone for the Brookings Rangers. It's been all Brookings Rangers to this point. 8 shots on goal for the Lakers. 31 shots for the Brookings Rangers. Makes the score 6-0 Brookings Rangers as a broken stick lays on the ice. And we've got a goal scored there by the Brookings Rangers off the faceoff. At 8:41 in this third period. I didn't see who scored that one.
I didn't either. I happened to be looking down there. Quick recap of scores across the state right now. Sioux Falls 1's up 7-0 on Yankton, and Aberdeen is up 8-1 on Huron, end of the 2.
Interesting. If you want to look at South Dakota hockey, SDAHA.org, right?
Org.
We'll get all the South Dakota happenings in South Dakota hockey. A great website, a great resource. We use it every day. Face off, neutral play here for the Brookings Rangers. Watertown Lakers, Allard picks it up. A dangerous pass across in front of his own goalie, not picked up over there. This is bowling right in front of the student section. Player goes down, and the Watertown Lakers are going to try to get it out of the zone here and can't quite do it. Brookings Rangers holding it in deep, right behind their own net. Brookings Rangers winning the race to the puck right now. Near corner, Bowling trying to get it out, held in by Brink. Gunnar Van Gilder will chase into the corner. Connor Strand throws it at his player down below, and they can't quite get it. Here's Strand's going to get a shot, and Caleb's going to suck that one up right between the pads.
That's great play by Caleb there. He just sucked it in, and he knew he had it. He didn't move.
Yeah, not a good place for a rebound. He knew he had to keep that one between the pads. 7 minutes left on a running clock. 7-0 Brookings Rangers over the Watertown Lakers. Face off to the right-hand side of Caleb Schmaltz. Held in, not quite there. I don't know if that's going to be
Offsides.
Delayed offsides here by Brookings, so Watertown Lakers will have a chance to get this one out. Struck picks it up at the red line, shoots it back in. Constant pressure by the Brookings Rangers, always pushing that offensive zone. Far
They've
corner.
Gotten a little stronger here in this third period. They're running 3 guys to everything instead of 2.
Yeah, kind of a signature of Brookings Rangers. They do that a lot. A shot from Honkamp. There's a rebound. And they found that one as an original shot from Honkamp just inside the blue line. And a whole slurry of Brookings Rangers down there at 6:10 with another goal at the 6:10 mark in this third period, making it 8-0. Brookings Rangers, like you said, Lucas, probably getting a little stronger right now.
They are, yep.
Lakers looking maybe a little tired at this point. We have Evans out here, Workus, and Bramer for the Lakers are going to face off. One there by the Lakers. Bramer chips it over to Workus and comes out of the zone right now. Thrown back in by Knott. Puck remains in the favor of Brookings Rangers right now. In the neutral zone, Evans. taken off of his stick by the Brookings Rangers in the near corner. Taking off the puck. Near corner is Bramer. Bramer over to a teammate, trying to take it up through the neutral zone. This is McBride. McBride with his feet through the neutral zone. Evans gets involved there, and it comes off the stick. That puck is balancing on the blue line for a long time, and there is going to be an offsides call here for the Watertown Lakers. Can't quite get those passing lanes opened up like we want to see them. Seems like there's a stick or a foot in every passing lane we try to make.
Yeah, Brookings has really got their feet moving here in this third period. They're kind of everywhere currently.
Allard's going to face off against Merritt. Won by the Lakers. This is Gunnar Van Gilder. Comes out to the neutral zone now, goes deep in the zone. Gunnar Van Gilder. Bowling's going to chase it behind his own goalie. You can see what Brookings is kind of doing now, that trap, that little half-court trap thing that we've talked about. They hold you tight, deep in the zone, and make it awful hard to get out. And there's a shot. Caleb Schmaltz got that one either in his, he had it in his glove. I couldn't tell if he had it on a pad or in his glove.
Yeah, it was a good save by Caleb there again. He's tracking the puck well tonight.
36 shots on goal for the Brookings Rangers, 8 for the Lakers. We're going to face off just in front of the student section. Pretty good student section tonight. Trying to give them something to cheer about. Brian Roby tries to get it out of the zone. Gunnar Van Gilder behind his own goalie. Pinched off there by the Brookings Rangers. Brookings Rangers with a pass around the front, and I believe that was Schneider right in front.
Yep.
That's 3:35 on a running clock. Another score by the Brookings Rangers.
Good play there by the Brookings guys behind the Watertown net to chip that puck around our defenseman there, Gunnar Van Gilder, and just made a nice little chip play up front and buried it home.
You can see the Brookings Rangers, when they came out in this third period, they've kind of played downhill this entire time, holding the zone like they do so well. Trapping you inside the zone. You can't get it out with your legs. The only way you can do is flip it out. And this face-off is controlled by the Brookings Rangers in the offensive zone. Esplin trying to get it out of there. Can't quite make a pass over to the wing and throwing back in on net by the Brookings Rangers. Scott's going to try to bring it out with his legs. And once again, there's a two-man trap for Scott. All the way across the ice. And this one goes out into the neutral zone. Honkamp finds it on his stick. Honkamp's one of the smaller guys on the rink.
He is. He's got great hands, though.
Great hands. Skates about as equally as everybody else, but his hands are fantastic. Esplin holds it in deep as Foley chases it in the far corner. There's a centering pass. Ronning had to touch that one. Foley flings it at the net. Far corner, 2:14 left and a running clock here at the George Mace Ice Arena on Willie's Sports Bar night. Watertown Lakers doing everything they can, trying to get on the board here. There's a rebound right out front. Can't quite get a stick on it. Held in here by Foley. Foley's going to throw it all the way down, and a glove save by Ronning.
Riefenberger almost stuffed that one in. Goaltender almost thought it went to the other side, and he stuffed it in, but he happened to get his leg pad down there quick.
Ronning doing a nice job. They only took 9 shots on goal. It seems to me there might have been a few more, but that's all right. Doing a nice job keeping it out of the net. Can't ask for any more than that. Workus is going to face off. Won by Workus. McBride's going to flip it in. Pretty nice shot right on the ice there, and Ronnie's got that one in his glove. 1:31 left. Brookings Rangers been pretty strong through the second period and finishing this thing off in the third. Lakers offensive zone here. Bramer, Workus, near corner. Bramer tries to bring it out here. Here's Evans all by himself outside the red circle, and he's going to fling it at the net, stopped by Ronning. Check down here in the near side, Workus. Workus, Evans, battle for the puck. 1 minute left in this one. And we're going to get a whistle. Puck wasn't moving in the near corner, and we're going to face off. As the clock continues to run here at the George Mace Ice Arena, Willie's Sports Bar night. And it's been all Brookings in this one, 9-0 right now. Brookings slap shot by Bowling off the face-off. Workus can't get a backhand to go towards the net. And this one's going to go all the way down as Gunnar Van Gilder's going to have to chase it down to the other end with an icing. By the time they get back to the other end, we're not going to have very much left at 22 seconds.
Gonna about do it, Jim.
And they may or may not drop the puck here. Yep, I think that's going to do it. Don't look like anybody's going to drop the puck because I don't even think there's a referee near the. There, he's near the circle. Referee's doing a nice job tonight.
They did a good job. They called a good game.
Good four-man crew, and this is going to be it as the clock winds down. And that is a final 9-0. Brookings Rangers over the Watertown Lakers. Watertown Lakers held off pretty good in that first period. It was, let's see, it was 1-0 at the end of the first period, and then we got into that second period, and it turned into all Brookings Rangers scoring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goals in the second period. I'm sorry, and then in the third period, coming back with 4 more goals, making it 9-0. 37 shots on goal for the Brookings Rangers. And Lucas, probably not a surprise. Maybe we could have played better, of course, but the pressure and what Brookings Rangers does didn't surprise anybody.
No, they did their job well there. Brookings played their style of hockey. Again, I got to give this to the penalties for the Lakers. Again, 4 unanswered goals there in the second period, all power play by Brookings. That turned the game around, and that made it real difficult for the Lakers to get going again.
Yeah, you take those penalties away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 penalties, and included a 2 and a 10 in there. You take half of those penalties out of this game, and it might be a different game.
Definitely a different game. You know, Brookings, they pride themselves on not taking a lot of penalties in their games anyway, and they capitalize on the other team hoping that they get penalties, and that's exactly what happened tonight for the Lakers.
Yeah, and Brookings has a way of doing that to you. You know, I don't know, some of these penalties that we had tonight were maybe those penalties that happen when you are a step behind. You're just one step, maybe the puck is not where you think it should be, and you get kind of caught maybe watching a little bit.
Right. Yep. Not quite having your feet with everybody else. And no, I agree with you there, Jim.
Yeah. So the Watertown Lakers probably need to stay out of the box tomorrow too, as they're going to go all the way down to Yankton tomorrow for an 8 o'clock game. So they're going to turn around, get in the car, and head down to Yankton. A couple other games going on tonight. Sioux Falls 2, Mitchell. Sioux Falls 1, Aberdeen. Oahe, Brookings, I'm sorry, these are tomorrow. Sioux Center and Rushmore tomorrow. A couple games going on yet tonight besides this one. Sioux Falls 1 at Yankton. Do we have anything on that?
That one is still 7-0 currently. They are in the middle of the third period.
Okay, so that game's looking a little bit like the one that we just saw.
Yep.
And Aberdeen at Huron.
I don't have an update. That one's not being live scored right now, but last I heard it was 8-1 Aberdeen at the end of 2.
All right, there's some goals being scored tonight around the state.
There is some goals being scored.
Yeah, a lot of good shooters in the state. If you want to keep up with all the shooters in the state, all the assist leaders, all the goaltenders, all the standings, and everything you need to know about South Dakota hockey, South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association.org. We use it daily. I know Lucas is on that one almost nightly, and I look at that one all the time. All the stats, and it's real easy to keep up with every game that's going on through the state, all the way down to the little league levels, peewees and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I use it for everything. So yeah, it's a great website. They do a good job managing it.
Yeah. A lot of sponsors tonight that we have to thank. Of course, Willie's Sports Bar. Last week was Foley and Foley Law Office. Health Source Chiropractic did the Chuck a Puck tonight, which is a fundraiser for the Lakers Association. Thank you to Health Source Chiropractic. Sharp Automotive, Hockey Happenings, Pelican Power Sports, this is power plays and penalty kills. Timeout and Scoreboard, First Premier Bank. First Premier Bank card, Riddles Jewelry on all those puck drops and face-offs. First Choice Auto Wash, Dutch Boy Car Wash do the starting lineups. Coaches' comments are always brought to us by Deutsches Excavating. Watertown Area United Way does the pregame show. Big Sisters, Little Sisters, Elite Drain and Sewer, First Bank and Trust. We thank all those people for getting us on. They're the ones that get us on the air. Lots of sponsors throughout the rink, but those are the folks that get us on the air to you and all these broadcasts. Our next broadcast comes to you on the 16th as Watertown comes into town. That's going to be 8 o'clock broadcast. That is going to be on AM 1480 KSDR and GoWatertown.net. KSDR YouTube is where you can find that live stream. And the live streams are kept on YouTube, saved on YouTube. You can go back 2 weeks from now, 2 months from now, and you can take a look at those. We are going to have to select a Subway player of the game for the Watertown Lakers. Lucas is pointing at me to select this player of the game. And he tells me I have to select it. And it's kind of funny because I had the same person. He pointed the same person on my sheet. We're going to give this to Caleb Schmaltz. Caleb Schmaltz took 37 shots. He did give up 9. But you have to remember, this is Caleb Schmaltz that doesn't have a lot of varsity hockey, and he blocked a lot of shots from some really good shooters.
He did. You know, I got to give a shout out to him. Go back to those penalty goals that Brookings scored. Without those, you know, Caleb's got an 87%. With them, he's got a 75%.
Yeah.
So it's a big deal.
It is. It is. So he is going to be our Subway player of the game. And coming up to the Reliabank booth is Devin McMullen. He's going to grab a headset here. Maybe we can switch. There we go. Devin, you saw the Brookings Rangers come into town. Where do you think the Watertown Lakers, did a pretty good job in the first period? It was like 1-0. I thought the Lakers played a really good period. And then in the second period, it kind of started pouring a little bit with the Brookings Rangers.
Yep, yeah. Kind of same as last weekend there when we got against Mitchell. Second period, we ran into penalty troubles, and we just told the guys in the room there today, it's a thing that it's not an X's and O's anymore. It's more of the mental side of the game, and that's going to have to come from them in the dressing room if they want to have chances to win hockey games. They've got to come as a group and make that decision themselves.
Yeah, and Lucas Deutsch said the same thing. The penalty box was the difference in the game, I think. I mean, this game in the second period would have looked a lot different without the penalties.
Yeah. Like you said, the first period we played hard, and we knew Brookings has a lot of skills, and when you give skilled teams like that opportunities after opportunities, eventually they're going to score, and that's what they did.
So you go into the locker room, and you're right. You tell the kids, there's nothing you can do about those penalties, as a coach. What can you do, right? I mean, it has to come right from the kids.
Yeah, and we can work on a penalty kill, but like I said, if you give them 8 opportunities, they're going to score at least a couple. And, a team like that, you have to play a tight game, a disciplined game, and that's just something that we have to work on as a team. Right.
Do you have a strategy coming into tonight? I saw in the first period your defense looked pretty strong up in front of Caleb, and Caleb didn't have a lot of real hard shots at that point in the first period.
Yeah, no, Caleb played a great game. He was probably our only bright spot after that first period. He played a solid game throughout the whole game, and we've been telling our guys, you can let teams shoot from the outside. That's not going to hurt us. It's when you get in front. So we just worked on some net front stuff in practice and stuff like that, and it showed for a little bit, but then kind of got away from it. So.
Well, Coach, you go down to Yankton tomorrow, and I'm going to try to right the ship. You got a 3-hour drive, and what do you know about the Yankton team? Anything at this point?
Again, just going back to the senior showcase, saw a couple of their players there. They have some top end guys that I thought were pretty good players. So it's going to be one of those things. Again, I don't know their full team. I've only seen a couple players, but. It's an opportunity for us, right? Even after 2 weekends, if we're 500, that's what we're looking for moving forward, right?
Right.
So.
At this point in the season, you're just trying to get better every week.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. And again, I personally, it's more of our mental side of our game, and that's something that we again have to work as a team. And I'd rather be working on that stuff than, I told the guys, if we were getting beat down low consistently, that'd be a different issue, but we're just beating ourselves right now.
Yeah. Well, Coach, I wish you the best of the luck tomorrow in Yankton, and we are going to come back on the 16th here as Aberdeen comes to town, and we'll be broadcasting again. Coach, we appreciate everything that you do with the kids, and if you can get those kids get in the right frame of mind, I know you can do that. So let's work them over, and we'll see where we go.
Yeah, we will have a good effort tomorrow.
Good.
Sure. Yep.
Coach Devin McMullen, I appreciate it as always coming up here, and good luck tomorrow in Yankton.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you for coming up. Coach McMullen for the Watertown Lakers Always like when he comes up here and talks with us. And Lucas, you and I have said it before, but Coach has a good way about him, doesn't he?
He does a really good way.
He just does. I don't know what it is. He's just the way his mannerisms and so forth. I mean, geez, as a coach, you have to respect him.
You do, and his
You have
players
to.
do, and
Yeah.
he will get the point across
Oh,
to
yeah.
him. Like you guys said there in the interviews, you're just trying to learn and get better every week,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what his goals have been. So
Yeah, I really like I like, you know, we get beat here 9-0, but when the coach comes up here, I can't help but say, God, I really like what he's doing with these kids.
yeah,
It sounds kind of weird, but it's the way it is.
It is. He's
Yeah.
doing a great job.
Yep. Well, it's always nice to have him. Any other updates? Are we good on that one? Probably.
I think we're good on updates.
All right. Caleb Schmaltz is our Subway Player of the Game. He's going to get a $10 gift certificate for his efforts this evening. Lucas, thank you again. We are going to be back for the boys' game, Aberdeen, on December 16th. We will be back up to the Reliabank booth. For everybody back at the station, Nick Bentine, Kurt Crawford, Jenny Workus, who sets up the computer and gets us going every night, and Lucas, I know you're a busy guy. I really appreciate you up here on my side and keeping me on the straight and narrow so I can see who scores goals and who does what and explain what's going on out on the ice.
You bet. It's fun for me. It's kind of a nice change of pace. We'll say it that way.
It is. Well, and you get to look at the kids and see the kids up in a different light.
You
and
do. Yep.
Again, the Reliabank booth is the best seat in the house. So from the George Mace Ice Arena, we say good night from the Watertown Lakers and KSDR 1480 AM. GoWatertown.net for the live stream. Good night to all.
Good night.